The flamboyant cuttlefish is the most unique, interesting, and vibrant creature I've had the pleasure of doing research on. If I showed you a picture of the flamboyant cuttlefish, you probably wouldn't be able to tell it's a cuttlefish or if it's a mollusk. It is a mollusk because of its muscular foot, mantle, and radula. These bilateral buddies are part of the three-germ layer clan and have some common animal parts and some mollusk exclusives. Stomach, hearts, and a brain are present inside the body, along with ink sacs and siphons for whatever they need them for. Cuttlefish have 3 hearts. One heart pumps oxygenated blood to the cells in the body. The other 2 pump deoxygenated blood back into the gills to get reoxygenated again. These are called systematic and branchial hearts respectively. Their hearts are part of their cardiovascular system. They also have other body systems, digestive, nervous, reproductive, etc., but they do not have a skeletal system. They have one body structure called a cuttle bone, but it's not a bone, and it's just used for buoyancy control. When you look up pictures of flamboyant cuttlefish, you usually get these brightly covered, extravagant-looking creatures. But in reality, they spend most of their time being a dull, sad, brown color, usually mimicking the sea floor. They only enter this extravagant state whenever interacting with other creatures. Let that be another flamboyant cuttlefish that they're interested in, or someone trying to eat them. Now, let's talk sex. Whenever a dude feels like he's ready, he flashes his flamboyant colors, telling the woman that he's ready to. Then, they kiss aggressively. The dude sends a little packet of sperm right over to the woman. It immediately fertilizes her eggs. After that exchange, the woman tries to lay the eggs in cracks and crevices across the seafloor. A typical female cuttlefish lays around 20 to 30 eggs. Great, now the baby eggs have hatched, but where do the cuttlefish even live? Well, to keep the answer short, they live in shallow, warm oceans, kind of northern Australia, Philippines, southern Asia, that kind of area. Flamboyant cuttlefish don't really serve a major purpose that's vital to their environment. They kind of just exist. Their main purpose is really just eating smaller crustaceans and other invertebrates and population control. I guess you could also say that their eggs are food, but there are definitely better options available. The reason why flamboyant cuttlefish don't have any other friends is because they are extremely territorial and have very potent venom. Their venom is more comparable to the blue-ringed octopus, which if you know anything about venomous creatures, they score pretty high on the list. Whenever a flamboyant cuttlefish interacts with another creature, it usually fits into one of 3 categories. The first one is mates, whenever it's interacting with its mate in that exchange 6 paragraphs up. The other time they interact with people is the rarest, is whenever they're interacting with their enemies, like people they have beef with. Maybe it's someone they just don't like, or it's someone trying to steal their girl. They usually flash their colors and say, hey, no thank you, she's mine. The third one is actual food. Whenever they're trying to eat a creature, usually a small crustacean or invertebrate, they pull out their invisible, pretty much, arms and pull them into their beak. But how do they interact with their environments? I hear you sarcastically yell through your screen. Well, they don't really interact with their environment. They usually just use it to camouflage and lie low and hide from predators. Did you know the only venomous part of the flamboyant cuttlefish is its saliva, so if you touch it, you'll be fine. And the saliva has to get inside of you somehow, and it has no teeth, fangs, spikes, no methods of getting you inside of you unless you directly ingest it. So, there are no recorded deaths of flamboyant cuttlefish because no one is stupid. Did you know that the flamboyant cuttlefish in humans' most common ancestor is the Uberlaterian? It's a small worm-type creature, and it is the common ancestor to every single bilateral friend we have.
But now I bring solemn news. It's time for the boring credits.